Hello everyone, how is everyone doing today? Today is March 6th, 2026. It is a Friday today. Welcome everyone, I know I'm late, I apologize. I got stuck in Factorio. Like, Factorio's cool and all, but then when you know how to continue and you're like, oh my god, like the thing I've been trying to work out actually works after like 2 days of trying. Now I need to apply it to everything. Sex is nice, but man, have you know what you really want to do in Factorio? Just go fucking do it. So yeah. I think I put Factorio down at 7:20, which is absolutely not enough time for me to get ready for streaming. Oh my god. All right, everyone, what do we do? We are playing Trails from Zero today. As you can see, we are continuing right where last episode left off, talking to a detective from the 1st Division. This detective is annoyed at us because we stumbled in on their investigation, even though we had no fucking idea what they were doing. Because we went to Huey. We're like, let's just talk to Huey then, whatever. This first investigative dude, totally forgot his name, was like, what the fuck? We've been tracking them for months and you just waltz in? What did you learn? Fuckers? Jesus Christ. And they're like, also he's like, Alex, like, not Alex. First detective guy's like, said, we know what you're doing and we're kind of letting you do the small things because we don't have time to do that. We're dealing with like terrorism and political intrigue and opponents, not fucking saving a cat. So anyway, and I stopped because it was like 9:30-ish and I had to leave for a meeting. It's like, it sucks that I have my one-on-one at 9:30 in the morning, but so I can't stream past that. For work though, having a one-on-one with my boss on Monday is the best thing ever because I am fully refreshed. I am available to answer all those questions. It's after a weekend, so yeah. Well, let's continue, shall we? Crossbell's peace and prosperity are hanging by a thread. Yes, and most of our citizens fail to realize it. Sharon might not be popular to read stories on Ravash's ties to Imperial faction time members. Meanwhile, Huey is in the process of deeming the relationship with the Republic faction. If we allow it to progress any further, they'll be untouchable. Our laws against espionage are lax. As well, agents of foreign intelligence agencies are free to enter and leave however they like. I never realized. This is unbelievable. Way you're talking, Crossbell's already got one foot in the grave. The situation is desperately this. Our only option is to simply do what we're able to do. We assess how dangerous each case is, and even if we can't solve the root cause of it, we can at least lessen the impact. Handling Yin is nothing more than solving one part of a larger puzzle. We have been able to keep a close watch on the case regarding our Ciel. Thank you for your valuable information. The 1st Division will handle from here. You may return to your usual duties. What? The hell is this crap? After carefully assessing the situation, I have ascertained that Yin is more than a mere legend. We'll be observing Huey's movements while protecting Elie from falling victim to our mysterious assassin. Tell me, would you be able to handle all that? Damn it. Given our lack of resources, it would prove to be difficult. Oh, fancy. For this, I can let you handle contact in our Ciel. Make sure you tell them that their case has been transferred to the 1st Division. See to it that they're given a proper explanation. Well. What the hell? He just shows up, gives a shit, takes our case, and then drives off? And in a personal vehicle, at that, and an insult to injury. As frustrating as we all are, I understand where he's coming from. I actually agree with him. The scope of this case has gone way beyond our level of expertise. All we can do now is inform the troop and offer our sincerest apologies. Guess you're right. We have run out of options. Hold on, everyone. And Lloyd, you're the last person I expect to hear that from. You told us to overcome our barriers. You said as long as we're together, that no barrier is too high, didn't you? So, why? Why are you giving up so easily? Ellie. Whoa there. Where is this coming from? Didn't you already tell us it'd be better to leave to headquarters? Wait, is that? I did. Didn't I? Ellie? I understand. I'm frustrated too, Ellie. I want to do something about it as much as you do. If you don't want us to give up, then we'll find another way. No, it's all right. I'm sorry, everyone. I think I've just had a rough day, all. Ellie. Well, we did spend an entire day running into one jackass after another. Let's go report the news to Ciel. We can head back to base and relax for a bit after. It sounds like a reasonable plan. Sure, sounds good. Is that okay with you, Ellie? Yes. Thank you, everyone. Let's be off to Ciel then. Let's go fish. And everyone, there's no first of the day. Go ahead and fucking drink your shit. A salmon. Coughed up a fish fillet. And Zalfish. I think I've fished here before, haven't I? Oh yeah, I totally have. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Fishing. Bait used red flies. Oh, but you don't say the rod I used. Interesting. I see. Yeah, Baltic sucks like that. Oh, there's a limo. Oh, a limo. Oh my god. Fancy as fuck. Oh. What a surprise. Good afternoon, Miss Ellie. Hello, Grandfather Ernest. Did I hear her right? This man is Ellie's grandfather? It's been some time. I'm glad to see you're looking well. How has work been going? Well, we're still new to this, so there's a lot left for us to learn. But I assure you, I don't intend to bring any shame upon the McDowell name. Oh, Ellie, I've told you before, haven't I? Don't have to worry yourself over things like that. Are these your colleagues by chance? Yes, they are. It's nice to meet you, sir. My name is Lloyd Bannings, and I'm with the CPD Special Support Section. Tio Plato, how do you do? How's it going? Name's Randy Orlando. My name is Henry McDowell. It's a pleasure to meet the three of you. I must thank you for taking care of my granddaughter. It's quite the opposite, sir. Ellie's the one that's always looking after us. Mademoiselle is a bona fide genius when it comes to dealing with all the paperwork we gotta go through every day.
That does not excuse your utter lack of assistance, Randy.
Is that so? Well, what is important is that you're content with your post. You know, Miss Ellie, I really think you should make some time to stop by home every once in a while.
I'm sorry. I've been hesitant to rely too much on my family since I began living on my own.
Even so, don't you... It's fine, Ernest. Ellie wishes to stand by her decision. Listen, dear, continue down the path you've chosen until you're satisfied. I cannot mix business with personal affairs, but know that I will help you out the best of my ability.
I know. Thank you, Grandfather.
Now then, shall we go, Ernest? I have a meeting with the Business Owners Association next, correct? Yes, sir. It's scheduled for 5 p.m. Oh, fancy LED wheels. Now that's one bitchin' ride. I knew your family was loaded, Mademoiselle Ellie.
I wouldn't really...
Wait just a second. Whoa there.
Lloyd?
He said Henry McDowell, right? As in the mayor of Crossbell City? That Henry McDowell? Say what?
He is? Come to think of it, I do recall seeing that information in the database. Oh dear. Honestly, it's a miracle that you hadn't noticed until now. There was always something about your surname that bothered me, but I couldn't, for the life of me, figure out what it was. The mayor's name must have totally slipped my mind, I guess. Call myself detective. You don't have to beat yourself up over it. Besides, my grandfather's position has nothing to do with me.
Oh?
Anyway, we should hurry and speak with Elie and the others. We still need to tell them about the first division taking over the case.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Yo, Mademoiselle Ellie, what do you think your granddad stopped by our... Why do you think your granddad stopped by our cell?
Oh, that? Arncel's first public performance of their new production is being held alongside this year's anniversary festival. I assume he was here for a meeting, business meeting regarding that.
I can always ask.
Cece! What is it, Cecilia? Come here, Miss. Cecilia, come here. You want a lap? Come here, you want a lap, Miss? Cecilia. Cece. Come here, you little butthead. Miss Cece's. Okay. What? You're impossible, Miss. Cecilia, you're impossible, Miss.
Oh, yeah, both of them.
Oh, look. You're back.
And just in time, too. That was amazing. You two are incredible.
Indeed, I've never experienced anything quite like that.
You think so? Sounds like if you iron out the kinks, this might become a crowd favorite.
Oh, that gives me an idea.
How about you wait another moment before the Moon Princess's spin? Risha? That way, it'll give the Sun Princess just enough time to react in a way that will really capture the audience's hearts.
That's perfect. Your dancing isn't the only thing that's amazing. You're going above and beyond to perfect every little part of the performance. Well, I figure if we can do it, we might as well strive for perfection till it's time to perform. But enough about that. Have there been any developments in the investigation? Oh, that's right. Yes, actually. It's not exactly good news. What do you mean? Alright then. Let me go grab Avon, and then you can fill us in on everything, okay?
This Ciel character sounds like he's quite dangerous.
You can't be serious. He's really somewhere in the city? Wow, well, that sure is a fun story. A shadowy, immortal assassin whose legend is whispered in the dark corners of the Eastern Quarter? Oh, I love it! This character practically begs to be on stage. I'll have to add him in our next production. Heck, we can even work the general outfit into our third act right now. We just gotta get some white robes and costume is set.
Oh, Elie.
This is an assassin we're talking about. Why can't you take this more seriously? We suspect that Yin is being employed by a group known as Hue. Hue? I don't know how the IU sounds. High Sicilian and derivative. But we still don't quite understand why Yin sent Elie the threat letter in the first place.
One thing is certain, though. The chance that this is nothing more than a prank has decreased significantly. Is there any chance you could post Bo out of the question?
We wouldn't walk off the stage even if a bomb was about to go off. Isn't that right, Avon?
Well, I suppose so. Although we aren't all quite as passionate as Elie, the truth is that all members of our cell belong to the stage, heart and soul. You wouldn't find one member of the troupe who would abandon their beloved stage under any circumstances.
I may be new to all this, but I feel the same way.
Yeah, yeesh. I'm sure people tell you to break a leg out there, but at this rate, your legs will be the least of your worries.
If you intend to proceed with the show, does that mean you are also okay with the First Division taking over security?
Well, I mean, it is pretty annoying, but the show must go on no matter the cost.
So, what kind of people are these First Division people?
Well, they're definitely very talented and more than qualified for the job.
Objectively speaking, they're excellent at what they do. The members of the First Division are an elite group that live up to their name. They should be able to protect you and your show with the utmost discretion until curtain call.
Aww.
I was really hoping to avoid having a bunch of police in here. Then again, we will have a full house, better safe than sorry.
I agree. I think that's for the best. Anyway, we are talking about you here, Elie. Once the show starts, you won't even notice them.
How rude! I'll have you know that I always pay close attention to my audience. This show only reaches its full potential when the audience and the play are completely in sync. Isn't that one of your famous sayings?
For anyone else's case, yes. In yours, however, it's more along the lines of you forcibly dragging everyone into your own performance. He's not mincing his words at all, is he?
Indeed, she's surely the very pitch of a theater. Excuse me, Lloyd. Does this mean you won't be part of the investigation anymore?
I'm really sorry, Risha. We don't have much wiggle room here. The First Division is going to completely take over the case. With them on it, you won't have anything to worry about at least.
I see. That's a shame. The only reason I agreed to all this in the first place was because you were leading the show, Lloyd. Still, I appreciate you looking into things first. I'll send some tickets your way as things, so be sure to come and see the play next time you're free.
Oh yes, I'm sure we can arrange something, though I'm afraid you may have to wait until after the anniversary festival. If you're okay with tickets for next month, I can have them sent to you as gifts. Seriously? Oh, hell yeah. And here I was thinking I'd have to wait 2 months to see it.
It is quite generous. Thank you very much.
Ellie?
I'm so sorry, everyone. I've caused you nothing but trouble.
Don't worry about it, Risha. All the running around we did today is a pretty typical workday for us. Look at that pure metal ice cream cone in the lower left corner of your screen.
It is all simply part of the job.
Yep, no worries, Risha. Forget about us. Just focus on your preview performance.
You say so, then I will. Thank you, everyone.
Preview performance? The hell you don't know about already? Ciel puts on a sneak peek of their new show before it's available to the public.
That's correct. This will be my first time performing in one. People all over the continent, from both the industry and the media, will be attending. I'm sure many influential people have been invited too, in order to boost awareness of our new show.
That's wild.
By any chance, was Mayor McDowell invited as well? Oh, yes. He's our guest of honor. I'm told he plans to support the show in conjunction with the anniversary festival. He's quite kind. Despite his busy schedule, he made time to stop by and encourage us. How very much like him. Good luck with the preview, Risha. It may be your first time, but I'm sure you'll perform wonderfully. You think so?
Absolutely. Considering all the practice you've put in, I doubt you have anything to worry about. Oh yeah, this play's gonna bring down the house!
Quite looking forward to it. I really appreciate the kind words, everyone. I'll get back to my practice then. Thank you all for your help.
Ready to head back, everyone? Might as well.
I feel exhausted, both mentally and physically.
Me too. Not really. There's Ciel popular flavors. I doubt it. Interesting. Man, I guess there's people to talk to, huh? A larger group. Nope. I guess there's people to talk to, so I guess we're gonna be doing that. May find a quest. Nah, I'm good. I don't need no stinking rooms. Save. No, you're not.
I guess there's no clocks in here either. Like, I don't know. Like, oh no, man. Oh, okay. So you actually want us to just go down the back alley. Okay. I see. So there must be something here then. No, the music didn't change either. Honestly, we'll open our doors in a little bit while I'm here. Crunch time. Alright, Imelda, are you gonna say anything different? Oh, hello. You.
Oh. We have met before, correct?
Yeah, we have. Back at the doll studio. It's been a while. Your name was Reen, right?
Correct. I believe it's been about a month since we last saw each other. And you know it's very impolite to have to double check what a lady's name is.
I should think that.
Any true gentleman would know how to greet a lady properly by their second encounter.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, Reen. Stern little girl, ain't she?
You look like you're alone. Did you take the bus to come look around the city? Yep, something like that. You see, I enjoy visiting this antique shop by myself every so often. They occasionally put Grandpa Jurg's dolls on display, and oh, they have the absolute cutest stuffed animals.
They do, huh? So I don't think it's the best idea for a girl your age to be wandering around this part of town alone.
Let me assure you it's perfectly safe. After all, what's there to be afraid of? The barkers and hostesses are all so very nice. And those men in black, wearing all the black glasses, never fail to make me laugh.
That's... okay.
I might be even more worried now. Oh, that reminds me. Did you have fun playing hide and seek with the wolves? It looked as though you had quite a few uninvited guests show up at the last second, too.
Come again? Did you get all that from reading the Crossbell Times article about the case?
Sure, let's go with that. You befriended that wolf, correct? If you could, I would love for you to introduce me to him sometime.
Sure, we'd love to. Mysterious as always, this one.
Indeed she is.
Okay. I see. Well, I'm glad I came in here then. That's kind of cool. Can I go in here? Okay. $8 p.m. Host to work brush. The publications for this month? We already have that, so we don't need that. Let's see. Oh, you're the same girl. Okay. I'm just so used to talking to everyone who comes to my path. It's like, oh, talk to you and talk to you and talk to you, talk to you and talk to you. Down the stairs, to the cafe. Second. I guess we said that I do need to change before I forget. Hold on, everyone. Whoa. That was that. Here we go. God fucking. Wait, stop. Yes. Okay. That 10:38 m. There we go. That's what we do. All right, there we go. Okay, sorry. Had some logistics to take care of. Sounds like I have some problems. Okay. And then more people to talk to. Okay, look at those, not Oval store. You'd like a charming fridge. I see. It's kind of weird. Pansy's pansy.
fancy. It's giant. Although I guess computers were pretty fucking giant when they came out. And things just got smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Ah. All right. Oh, wait, isn't that? Oh, thank goodness. I was just starting to wonder if I came to the wrong place.
Ernest, did you come to see me?
Yes, I did. I had business to attend to at the office, so I decided to stop by. Ellie, what's wrong? You don't look too great.
Well,
If I remember correctly, y'all were visiting our Ciel earlier today, right? Did you run into some sort of problem with your police work?
well, sort of. It's not anything major, but someone in the troop requested our help, and we went to report what we found, that's all.
You know, I wasn't sure if I should stop by here today or not, but I'm sure now it was the right decision.
What do you mean?
Allow me to be honest with you, Elli. I want you to quit the force and return to us.
Quit the force?
What? Whoa there, buddy. That came out of left field.
I get the impression that this does not stem from feelings of love, at least.
I know it was your idea to join the CPD, Ellie, but seeing you now, you look so worn down, so lost. Are you sure this is really the right path for you?
What are you saying, Ernest?
Listen to me. I know you understand the current political climate and the despair that comes with it better than everyone. And that's likely where your initial urge to join the police originated from. But just try to think about the torment and pain the mayor is going through, how he feels in the current situation. With the anniversary coming up next month, Mayor McDowell is up to his neck in work. And after that, it's right back to arguing with the Imperial and Republican factions over the budget. And in 6 months, he'll be up for re-election. And I'm sure you know Mayor McDowell is planning to retire. Without someone to carry on his policies, he feels like he can't. I'm sure that if you're by his side, he'd feel much more confident about being able to keep going with his work. I'm sorry, perhaps I'm overstepping. However, I can't ignore the issue any longer. As someone who respects Mayor McDowell and has been with your family for years, I cannot stand idle any longer.
Ernest,
Of course, the path you ultimately choose to follow is entirely up to you. I just wanted to stop. Wanted you to stop and think hard about whether the path you are now is the right one. How the fuck does anyone know if the path is the right one? No one knows. I guess they can feel good about what they're doing. But do people know that, oh, this path I'm on is the right one?
I'm gonna need some time. Excuse me, everyone, I'm tired. So I'm going to go rest in my room for now.
Sure. My apologies for suddenly showing up out of the blue like this. It's, okay. It seems to be a pretty complicated family matter. Just try not to bother Mademoiselle Lily for a while. You got it?
Second, and personally, it feels like you're attempting to take Ellie away from us.
I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. However, you are aware she originally wanted to become a politician before joining the police force, aren't you? Really? You're pulling my leg.
That explains her seemingly boundless knowledge of politics and economics.
As the granddaughter of the current mayor, she grew up surrounded by politics. It was only natural for her to want to pursue a career in it. To that end, she studied abroad in a number of different nations to hone her skills for international relations and learn foreign policies. However, when she returned last year, she was dead set on joining the CPD. So that's what happened.
I was unaware.
I did always wonder why the fancy lady like herself was working for the CPD.
Would you keep an eye on her until she makes her decision? I can't bear to see her flounder about like this, unsure of the path in life she should take. Goodness, it's already gone so late. I'm sorry for taking up much of your time. I'll get out of your hair now. Okay then.
Certainly has been a great deal to sigh about today.
Sure has. We've been through so much shit. Definitely one of those days that just kicks you in the nuts over and over.
I know what you mean. Anyway, let's report back to the chief and call it a day. So, that's where things stand. Well, you gotta tuck your tail, you're gonna tuck your tail between your legs and give up here. You're saying we have a choice? The First Division took over the case. There's no way we can oppose them given our team's position on the force. Yeah, guess not. Fox would track you down and give you the longest bitching session yet. Probably.
Could we not simply offer assistance to the First Division?
Don't know how well that play out, considering the shit we got from the glasses wearing dick.
Oh yeah, that's also a long shot. CPD's real fussy when it comes to jurisdictions. Makes cooperation between departments a real pain in the ass. That goes double for the First Division. No way a group of elites like them would accept help from a group of rookies like the Triple S. But if you're talking about working incognito, that's another topic altogether. Sir? This is the Special Sports Section, the most unconventional department on the force. Sure, HQ tends to ignore us. That gives you all a certain level of discretion you can use to your advantage. Basically, as long as you stay quiet about it, you can poke your noses into other departments' jurisdictions without sending them into a fizzy.
You do realize you just said we can ignore our superiors' orders, right?
What a bad influence. It's like I told you before. I might not be able to help you on the field, but I'll cover your asses when I can. In the end, you all will need to be the ones who take action, though. That being said, your current situation might make this plan impossible to pull off. One of you is struggling to figure out what to do, and this is something you can only overcome by operating as a team. You're right, but
yeah, it's hard to get fired up without Mademoiselle Ellie with us. Why was she acting? It was like her head was somewhere else entirely. The way she was acting, it was like her head was somewhere else entirely.
She's been like that all day from what I could tell. Is Ellie gonna be alright?
Hi, Z. Over these past 2 months, I thought we'd become pretty close. But it seems like I never really understood the important things she was dealing with. I had no idea she was May McDowell's granddaughter, and an inspiring politician on top of that.
Please.
If I recall correctly, you didn't attend the police academy, right, Ellie? So how did you end up with the CPD?
Well, to put it simply, this was my way of getting some real-world experience. While I didn't attend the academy, I did take a written exam and a marksmanship test when I applied. They couldn't really reject me since I received perfect marks on both tests.
You know, the more I learn, the more I feel like we're worlds apart.
Do you think so? It's pretty rare for rookies to have already earned their detective license, though.
You must have your own reasons for joining the CPD, right, Lloyd? Well, that's...
Perhaps it's best to continue this talk after we've officially become co-workers.
All right. I'll guess if Ellie's up for a chat. She's worried about something. Maybe I can help somehow. Maybe we can continue the conversation we had started. It's weird to just be me. Here goes nothing. Ellie, do you have a minute? No reply. Is she asleep? No, I don't actually sense anyone inside. Ellie, sorry, I'm coming in. That's rude. I don't sense someone inside. I'm going to come right in. What? No. Just as I thought, she's not here. Where could she have gone? I'll try looking around the building. No, don't, Darren. It's mean, Lloyd. Oh. Lloyd? Hey, Ellie. How'd you know it was me? Just a hunch. I don't know why, but I had a feeling you'd come here. I guess you were right. Breathtaking as always. Isn't that the IBC in the distance? Yes, it is. I doubt you would find a cityscape as beautiful as Crossbell, even if you scoured the entire continent. Yet, the more the lights of the city shine, the more the stars seem to dim. The purity of starlight, the symbol of Adios' love. Ellie. I was thinking over everything that happened today. With Ravash, Hue, and Dudley. Dudley? Fuck is Dudley? No matter what you do, you can't change Crossbell's true nature. Ravash's iron grip is here to stay. I am merely referring to them as our fellow business competitors. Here in Crossbell, free trade is protected by law, after all. Do you take offense with that, officers? We're charged to maintain a certain degree of order in the city where justice is a constant battle. We are expected to suppress major crimes and protect the public from criminal organizations and foreign intelligence agencies. Can you possibly fathom the work that goes into that? That was the darkness of the city, the tragic truth of the state called Crossbell. We're kept alive only by the will of the Empire and the Republic, stripped of all pride and fed constant lies and deception. We're drowning in false prosperity and novelties only because our captors allow it. Everyone just surrenders to these circumstances and accepts the status quo without realizing its true cost. That's the city we live in. Maybe you're right, but you don't want to surrender just yet, do you, Ellie? I once had a mother and a father. Ah, I suppose. Put it like that makes it sound as if they're passed away. Oh, they're still very much alive. What I mean to say is, they divorced when I was little. My mother lives in the Empire now, and my father in the Republic. I had no idea. My father was born and raised in the Republic. He moved to Crossbell City, met my mother, and after marrying into the McDowell family, he strove to become a politician. Immediately after he joined the Diet, he recognized Crossbell's ugly, distorted reality. As someone with a strong sense of justice, he made it his duty to mend this broken city. That's really... God fucking damn it. It's interesting. That's being avoided. That's so interesting. Hold on. I need to see something. So is it my computer? Or is it something else? That's interesting. I think. Oh, I don't know, man. Anyway. Year after year, he drafted reform bills, all in the hopes of bringing change to the state. That's amazing. No, in the end, none of his bills were ever passed. The Imperial and Republic factions both shunned him, ridiculed him. One by one, his allies betrayed him, friends left him, and became the laughingstock of the political world. Not even my grandfather, as well respected as he is for being neutral, was able to mend his career. Crossbell brought my father to utter despair, and one day he quit as a Diet member, and as a husband, and as a father. He decided to leave everything behind for Calvert. Mother couldn't stop him, and at the same time, she couldn't uproot me, still a small child, to follow him all the way there. Eventually, they settled on a divorce.
my father was gone for good. It always seemed like Mother hated him for what he did, but I got the impression that underneath it all, she still loved him. It soon became apparent that living in Crossbell, the state that robbed her of her love, would be too much to bear. My mother left to go live with relatives in Arabonia. It was then that I was taken in by grandfather, who raised me into the person I am today. That was the reason why I was drawn to following him down the path of politics. It wasn't due to any desire to avenge my father or anything like that. I just couldn't understand it. How could a family so happy and loving end up falling apart so completely? After I made my decision, grandfather began to help me. I studied abroad, all over the continent, focused on politics and economics. However, the more I studied, the more I realized how complicated of a quagmire Crossbell's situation truly was. What does quagmire mean in the first place?
Quagmire, a soft, boggy area of land that gives way underfoot.
Caught between the Empire and the Republic, our justice, our interests are pulled apart by the gravity of their immense power, entangled with their own and distorted beyond all recognition. It was there I hit a wall, an insurmountable barrier in my way.
A barrier?
The same one my father faced, and one I'm sure my grandfather faces as well. Do you know who represents the government of Crossbell State, Lloyd?
Isn't that Mayor McDowell?
Well, yes. But he's not the only one. It's actually both the Crossbell City Mayor and the Speaker of the Diet. Grandfather and the Imperial Faction's Speaker, Hartman, jointly represent our government. That's how we operate, according to state law.
Sounds like I should have studied a bit more. But wait, why did Crossbell adopt such a divided system in the first place?
It's obvious, isn't it? If two representatives from opposite factions have equal authority, they can hinder things for each other, making political reform nearly impossible.
No way, but now that you mention it, does make sense.
With two people on top, one side can easily sabotage the other if they try to push some sort of reform through. The fact that this happens is a tragic inevitability given Crossbell's founding. 70 years ago, Crossbell State was born from a mutual agreement between Arabonia and Calvert. In fact, the state's founders were themselves imperial and republic lawyers. Seeing the current state of Crossbell, I can't help but think of it as a curse. I was at a loss. If I were to continue into the world of politics, that same curse would grab me by the neck and drag me under, just like my father. That's why I decided on a new approach, what my family hadn't yet tried.
And that was the CPD.
Yes. From there, I told myself I could see Crossbell's twisted reality firsthand, without looking through the muddied lens of politics. I convinced myself that the experiences I gained here would one day be my secret weapon when I finally joined the Crossbell's political world. The reform that my father failed to achieve and grandfather is unable to pursue.
One second, everybody. I'm actually quite curious now of why my program is not picking something up. Oh, I don't need that. Go away, ZMO. No one likes you right now. Wait, why is all this open? View, Solution Explorer, Program, Get Recurring Actions.
Oh my god, my code is so confusing. Which is fine, I guess. Recurrent action. Okay, do I have like a list of recurrent actions here? Can find all references. There we go. Commands. Get recurrent actions. Okay, I don't fucking know. God, my goodness.
Wait. Anyway, yeah.
I thought this new perspective would be the key to finally making it a reality.
Maybe.
But perhaps I was just lying to myself. Perhaps I was just running away. Everything that happened today, I knew it was likely I'd encounter those issues. Still, the reality of things was even colder and crueler than I imagined. When confronted with it, I was at a loss. Maybe I am incapable of doing anything on my own after all. Maybe I'm just a broken little girl abandoned by her mother and father.
So what?
Huh?
You try way too hard to be perfect, Ellie. The music changed.
That was really good. The music change right there, that was cool.
I can't afford to fail. I need to take care of everything myself. Shoulder every responsibility. That's the way you've been thinking, isn't it?
That's not...
Today was probably the roughest day yet. Being ridiculed, having to hear that all of our efforts were in vain. But think about it. Aren't those the things we signed up for when we joined the Triple S? Remember, Ellie, there may be barriers we can't get over today. That doesn't mean we won't be able to get over them tomorrow. Tomorrow. Right now, the barrier that stands before us is a threat letter case. And even though the First Division has taken over, I say we continue investigating independently from them.
What? But is there even anything else we can do at this point?
Sure. The First Division may be great at what they do, but even so, it's obvious that they're stuck in a cop's mindset only adhering to traditional logic. Maybe a new perspective is exactly what's needed to crack this case. At least that's how I feel about things.
Lloyd?
Just like how you joined the CPD to gain a new perspective on Crossbell, right? If we're somehow able to solve this case, then I'm sure that means your goal isn't out of reach either. Of course, I shouldn't really compare our investigation to Crossbell's underlying issues, but what we need right now is the experience of overcoming these kinds of obstacles. If we keep clearing the small barriers one by one, then someday we'll have the power to get over the big ones too.
In these 2 months we've been together, I've come to realize something. You have your own troubles you're working to overcome, don't you? So, how are you able to stay so optimistic?
Well, let's see. Maybe it's because I have someone I'm trying to catch up to. What's up, sweetie? Though that in itself might be a problem.
I think I understand, but I'm not as strong as you are. I'm just so tired of it all.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry.
I didn't come up here with the intention of talking so much about my past, but I just couldn't keep it bottled up anymore. At this rate, I'm only going to drag the team down, and if that's the case, I should probably...
Ellie? We need you, Ellie. Your profound knowledge, negotiation skills, your sharp shooting, your sense of justice. If we're gonna stand up to the city, we're going to need you.
But
that's not it, though. While all of that's true, my point is this. I'd be happy if you decided to stay by my side, Ellie.
What?
We're a bit of a mess at the start, but I feel like we've really started to become a team over the past 2 months. Even when we're bombarded with the stress of daily life, we make time for the small things, like deciding whose turn it is to cook. We've all come to trust in everyone's individual strengths. It's not every day you find teammates like that.
Well,
we may still be rookies, sure, but it's too early for us
to be able to tackle every problem by ourselves. But it's also too early for us to give in and despair and give up trying to fix things. We'll tackle each day head on and do whatever we can and keep relentlessly confronting the status quo. If that somehow fails, we'll just come up with a new plan. Together. You, me, Randy, and Tio. Despite the way he acts, the chief is always doing everything he can to support us from his side. Heck, even Zeke has our backs now, so don't forget Ellie. You're not alone.
You're absolutely right. I'm not alone. How could I have forgotten something so important? Thank you, Lloyd. Even though it won't be easy to solve all my problems, I do feel a little better now.
Glad to hear it.
Still, apart from the lines that sounded like they came straight out of a teen drama, I was a bit surprised.
I'm painfully aware how cheesy they were, okay? But what do you mean by surprised, Ellie?
Because, well, talking about how I'm needed and telling me that you want me by your side. I thought you were confessing your love to me.
Confessing? What? That's not what I meant at all.
Oh? So I say I'm not good enough then?
No, that's not. Oh, come on. You just tease me now.
Just a little bit. But you really should be more careful, Lloyd. You might not realize you're doing it, but you really have the potential to be a serious one, guys.
Hold on a second. I'd understand if you were talking about Randy, but why me?
The fact that you don't even know you're doing it makes it all worse. Good grief.
Was that?
Nothing. But anyway, I'm sorry I wasn't there when you reported to the chief. Did you all come up with a plan for how to continue our investigation?
No, not yet. Right now, the case hinges on figuring out what Yin hopes to accomplish. Tomorrow, we can ask around and see if we can find some sort of lead.
Sounds good. Thanks to you, I have a feeling that I'll be sleeping soundly tonight. How about we hold a meeting tomorrow after we get some much-needed rest?
Sounds like a plan. Lloyd and Ellie learn Star Blast. By spending 100 CP each, a powerful combination attack can be unleashed. Oh. Neat. Trails of Cold Steel didn't have that. I mean, they did technically. That concludes this week's report. The warhounds they've trained may prove troublesome. If Master Yin were available, it would easily compensate for our lack of force.
Very well. We shall continue with all our current operating protocols within the city. In addition, recall half of our personnel currently dispatched to Altair.
Understood. I shall take my leave, Master Cow. Have a pleasant evening.
Yes, to you as well. How troublesome. I'd rather not have to request the Elder's assistance. Such help would come with a heavy debt. If only Master Yin were more cooperative, our plans would be proceeding splendidly.
Worry not, I plan to uphold my end of the bargain.
Oh, it shouldn't surprise me that you're eavesdropping. Dear me, I feel I have made a few slips of the tongue.
Please, we both know you said exactly as much as you wanted me to hear. Just as cunning as ever.
Me? Oh goodness, no, I'm no match for you. So to what do I owe the visit? Are you perhaps in the mood to cull some warhounds for us?
Your subordinates are more than capable enough to handle that matter. My role is to take care of Ravash's main force, beginning with that man, Garcia. That was what you hired me for, was it not?
Oh dear, you truly are no fun. It's come to my attention that you've become entangled with RNCell for some odd reason. I'll have you know the CPD is quite good at their jobs, so don't do anything that will bring us trouble. Do I make myself clear?
No need to worry. More importantly,
What is your impression?
of the special support section.
Oh, so that's what you've come here for. Let's see. They are an intriguing combination of young people. Their leader, Lloyd, most of all. He's perfectly aware of his weakness, yet he continues to push forward with determination. He seems to have a strong intuition as well. To be honest, I quite like people like him.
I was not asking you about your tastes. What about the other members?
Again, each of them proves to be quite intriguing in their own way. Mayor McDowell's granddaughter possesses a keen sense of diplomacy and operates as the team's administrator. As for the girl from the Epstein Foundation, while her oral staff is itself as fascinating, I suspect she has some special qualities of her own. Lastly, we have our red-headed fellow. He has a certain air about him, one not dissimilar to our own.
Intriguing indeed.
I must ask, why have you taken such a great interest in them?
I simply wished to put them to a little test. I was curious to find out if they are worthy of taking on a request from Yin. I see. Legend of Heroes, Trails from Zero. It's a new day, everybody. Nice eat.
Isn't it a bit ridiculous? Despite all the work we put in, we had no choice but to hand the case over to the First Division.
I'll be right back, everyone. I need to go to the bathroom. Stay here. I know what to do. Code. It's commands, get recurring actions. Find all references. It's this one, isn't it? When are you referred to last? Is this the only time you're referenced? Yeah. iMessaging service. Oh my god, that's so many comments, Darren. Oh, that's not what I need. Yeah, fuck it.
If Risha hadn't asked us in the first place, everything we uncovered would have stayed hidden.
Yeah, you're right. If only there was some kind of diversion that would allow us to continue investigating. Let's think for a minute. Who would know about you in the first place?
Well, obviously Huey, considering that's his current employer. And then there's their rival, Ravash, and the First Division, who's tracking Huey's movements, according to Dudley. From there, we can assume that Speaker Hartman, who's closely tied to Ravash, knows about him as well.
That's the man you mentioned yesterday, right, Ellie?
Yes. He's a career politician who's more or less rules over the Diet, serving as the leader of the Imperial faction. Honestly, it would be far-fetched to say that he's Ravash's greatest supporter. Incidentally, almost all of Grandfather's reform bills were crushed by this man.
I've always heard his name, but I never knew just how much power he had. If he's tied to Ravash, though, then Yin would be a threat to him as well, I imagine.
Yes, which means they wouldn't have much of a connection.
Tio, Randy?
You two look completely bewildered. Is there something missing?
No, it's just...
You seem to be in a much better mood today, Ellie. I guess so. I'm sorry about yesterday, everyone. I wasn't acting like myself. But I'm fine. And I don't intend to be a burden to the team anymore.
You've never been a burden to us, Ellie. Quite the opposite, actually. You help us out all the time. I mean, look at us now. Thanks to your political knowledge, we're making progress by leaps and bounds.
Oh. Do you really think so?
Something smells fishy.
Agreed. Something is off. Very off. Wait a minute, you two.
You know, now that I think of it, I could swear to prayer voices chattering away on the roof of from my window. I wonder.
Congratulations, Lloyd and Ellie. I wish the best for the two of you.
Oh, we didn't do that. No, we didn't do anything that deserves a congratulations, right, Ellie?
Yes, I mean, no. We're just talking about life and other things of that nature.
Life, I talk life with the ladies now and again, so tell me, how far did you two go? Randy!
Please, Tio's in right there. How far did you go? Is Andy referring to the intimacy people engage in while in romantic relationships?
Nope, not at all. Lord and Ellie sitting in a tree. That's enough for today. Yes, ma'am. Sheesh. Me and Ellie together romantically? Y'all know that wouldn't happen.
Huh?
I mean, I don't think we're all that compatible. I can't really imagine a relationship going that way. Right, Ellie? What's the matter? You idiot.
Oh yes, you are so right, Lloyd. All I did was ask for you some advice on a very important subject, that's all. And you most definitely was where it wasn't any sort of romantic atmosphere like, oh, so graciously mentioned right now.
All right, then, by paddle means that we don't exactly match. Sorry. Well, either way, glad to see you. Got some more fire in you today, Mademoiselle Ellie.
Yes, thank goodness. I was not sure whether or not you were going to stay with the CPD. I'm sorry. I never meant to make you all worry. I don't know where the future will take me, but right now I know this is where I am meant to be. So everyone, I'm happy that I get to keep working with you.
Ellie.
So am I, Ellie.
Damn straight. Besides, doubt we'd keep much done here without you to keep us in line.
I wouldn't have to be so stern all the time if you didn't try to wander off to the casino every other day, Randy. Well, that's enough of that. What should we do about the investigation from here on out?
Good question.
We could always attempt to corner Yin with a different approach than the one the First Division is using. However, that, unfortunately, does not do much to narrow our options down.
In that case, I've got an idea. How about we have ourselves a trip to Calvert's eastern quarter? I bet we'd find a few clues about Yin there.
Oh, huh. Why didn't I think of that?
But would the department even authorize a business trip to a foreign country? The eastern quarter is far outside of our jurisdiction, after all.
Tio?
What are you doing? I was contemplating looking into the police database a bit more. Perhaps I would be able to learn about the First Division's movements and so on. However, I already searched it last night, so there may not be much in the way of new information.
Let's try anyway.
He'd sit around here doing nothing.
Ah,
What's wrong?
how strange. It seems as though we have received an orb mail.
What's that again?
Aren't they essentially letters that can be sent from terminal to terminal? Precisely. The particular thing is, despite being extremely useful, almost no one in the CPD uses the functionality. Most likely because most officers are not... most likely because not many officers are trained to use keyboards.
And I'm one of them, unfortunately.
Well, who's it from?
Let me check. What?
What is it?
Who would send us...
I, Yin, hereby submit my support request. Overcome this trial and face me. Only then will I grant you your mission.
It's him. Is this some kind of joke?
Tio, where was the mail... Tio, where was the mail sent from? Definitely not the police department. Got it. It was sent from the International Bank of Crossbell, otherwise known as the IBC.
What does this mean?
The IBC's that bank that rakes in Mira from all over Zamoria, right? Why the hell would a place like that be sending us prank mail?
Why do you assume I would know? I can say, however, that this mail was definitely sent from an IBC terminal. I have no way of knowing who sent it, though.
Could it be possible that Yin infiltrated the IBC?
That's not out of the question. The IBC building is home to quite a few external companies and organizations. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's an Epstein Foundation office too. That's correct. An acquaintance of mine works there. However, I should have been more clear. The orbital mail was sent directly from the IBC's main terminal. Because of that, I think the possibility of an external company being involved is low.
Well, we won't know until we ask them. I wanted our investigation to fly under the First Division's radar. We really don't have any other choice.
Yeah. Going undercover this time might be a little tricky. Should we hurry up and check it out before they get in our way again?
Actually, we may be able to perform our search in secret after all.
Really?
No, exactly. My best friend's father works at the IBC. If we explain the situation to him, he might give us a hand.
You think so? Ain't that convenient? Well, Mademoiselle Ellie, you got more connections than you know what to do with, don't you?
I have a decent amount. Unfortunately, I have no way of knowing whether or not he's even in Crossbell City, given how hectic his schedule is. What sort of position does he hold there? You may have heard of him, actually. His name is Dieter Kreuss.
What?
Ah.
What, he famous or something? I'll say. Honestly, you could make the argument that he's just as well known as Elie.
Dieter Kreuss. He is one of the continent's most wealthy individuals and a leading figure in the Zimorian economy, as well as the current CEO of the International Bank of Crossbell.
He's the top dog of the whole freaking bank?
He was originally an old friend of my father's, but he's also kept a friendly relationship with my grandfather. Because of that, I've known him a good portion of my life. And his daughter is one of my closest childhood friends.
Wow, that's amazing. But even if he is the CEO, we won't be able to do much if he's not there.
You're right. I heard that he spends almost half the year abroad on business trips. Nevertheless, there's no harm in trying, is there? Even if he isn't in town, my friend might be. She may even be able to help us.
Let's do it then. We're getting somewhere with the investigation now, at least.
Are you worried about the intentions behind the orb mill? It was written similarly to the thread letter, but his reason for sending it remains unclear.
Well, he went out of his way to send us a challenge. Be rude of us not to take the bait, you know.
Agreed. Shall we head to the IBC then?
Yay! Wait. We are looking for ingredients for a new fish dish. Hurry over and talk to me at Long Lao. I'm counting on you. I'm requesting the special support section to train us to improve our combat skills. Desired duration 2 to 3 hours. If you accept, come to Trinity in the downtown district. I would like to acquire some herbs used in internal medicine research. I will share more details in person, so please head over to St. Ursula Hospital. A dangerous monster, Savage Horn, has been sighted on East Crossbell Highway. We ask that the special support section deal with this threat swiftly. Items to note: be aware of its charge attack and snort attack that can inflict burns. I believe I have accessories that protect against burn. Whew, that was a lot of story, huh? I remember when I was playing Trails of Cold Steel 1 and we got to the thing where like Reen and what's his name? Rich white boy. Rich white-haired boy. Fuck, what's his name? Oh my god, there was Reen, Lisa, Laura, Emma, Fee, Machias. No, that's Machias. Gaius. And then the one. He was the son of like the biggest house in Arabonia. Yeah, he used a rapier like Enrique from Skies of Arcadia. I want to say Uranus and Estelle, but that's totally not it. C? Do something with the C? Anyway, that one. When Reen was talking to him at night while in Gaius Van Belsar's land, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna hurry through this because I was like, oh, we don't need this. But it totally reminded me of when Ellie and fucking Lloyd were talking just like that. We're like, well, this time I took the time to read it. I think I've gotten much better in taking my time in reading these games. I'm very excited. Of course, I also don't have the box of Trails of Cold Steel 2. Trails of Cold Steel either. Obviously, I could check online, but, you know, why do that? Okay. It's a new day, which means talking to everybody, which means doing stuff, I guess, and then side quests. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Just let me enjoy my morning before you get here. Jesus Christ. It's me phone. I can't start already. That's cute. That's not a popcorn stall. No, I don't want to get the children. Not crocus. Okay, now I need to know. I'm curious. I can't figure it out. What is his name? It is Eustace. 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 Yeah, I remembered everybody except Eustace for some reason. Oh, and Elliot. Elliot. I also guess I forgot to say Elliot in the name too. Yeah, Elliot. Just so Eli is correct. Just it was Elliot. Totally wasn't. Oops. Wow, I'm sorry, kid. That sucks. Wow, lady. You know when they open and you get there right when they open, you need to stop doing that. Do you have anything new? It's like you can't glam or anything on these characters, so why buy equipment that's worse for you? Okay, that was that. Time at the cafe. Do. You know, when playing Final Fantasy 14, I'm starting to walk everywhere because I'm like, somebody has like taken the time to make all these environments and the music. So I might as well like walk through the area and enjoy it with somebody's work. And so that thread A marriage interview. Wow. That was like somebody or multiple people took time, not only to translate all of this, but to give everybody specific speech for every event. That is a phenomenal amount of work. I was like, well, why not, listen to it and enjoy it. All right. Bus is gone. I'm gonna go in here. I should check first. Okay, that's fine. You went down here? No. Okay, that's fine. Come here. Excuse me. New products? Oh, new products. That's cool. Let's have 2 of those. There we go. Prevents poison, seal, and mute. That's all I need. It's true. Yeah. I get that. Do. Let's save before we talk to the people who want to give us quests. For some reason, makes me feel better.
Welcome to Long Lao.
Shan, I presume. We're here to discuss your support request.
Wow, you're here already? Thank goodness.
Ain't she cutie? I think fishing for ingredients was the name of your request. Work's work, but as me or it is the Triple S gets saddled with a lot of fetch requests.
You're not wrong, but it really is out of our control. I don't know what y'all are talking about, but I need this done as soon as possible. We had a customer suddenly come in this morning and make a reservation bigger than our stock can handle. We tried to buy some fish from the marketplace, but even they were running low on the good stuff. We're gonna need some odd jobbers to tag this one for us.
Sorry, what was that now?
I do believe odd jobber is an apt description of our work. All I know is I spoke to the Bracer Guild receptionist, and he told me he'd set something up for me. There weren't any bracelets available, but he mentioned a group of odd jobbers that would be willing to help. Aren't you the ones he was referring to?
So it's a damn receptionist's fault, eh? Worst part is he's not completely wrong.
Still feels bad to hear, though. However, Lloyd is a proficient fisherman, so I believe we are more than capable to accept her request. After all, she does appear to be in need.
Yeah, I think you're right, too. Let's do it then.
Really? Oh, that's such a relief. The dish costs our fish that's both slender and long. The reservation is for 5 people, so we need 5 of the same type of fish. But if you have trouble catching the specific, then I guess we can settle for something else. However, whatever fish you end up with, we definitely need 5 of the same kind. Got it?
To recap, you want 5 long and slender fish. Fail to catch them, and then you'll settle for another fish, as long as they're identical. Okay, I think we got it. We'll fish them up and bring them to you.
Thank you so much. I'm counting on you.
Oh, what's up, leader of the person? I forgot what your name was. Anything good? No. Well, that's the word. Oh, be quiet. Um. Oops, the wrong button. Okay. Okay, so none of these descriptions are apt of long and slender. So I guess we'd have to find more places to fish to get a fish that is described as long and slender. Cobrans and rods. That's cute. Actually, 2 burns. Oh, we have no accessories that prevent burns. We have 2 accessories that prevent burns, so we should have 4 of those. How the fuck did you get early tickets? You got a bracer. How'd you get tickets? Oh yeah, we were told about that. The raid on the bracelet that happened in the Empire about 2 years ago. Our teacher was telling us about that. Fuck, what's her name? Shit. I'm forgetting everyone from Jails of Gold Steel, even though I spent, over 2 years with her. Sarah Valenstein. That's what it was. Yeah, Sarah. I thought I was just doing my job. Excuse me. Kronk? I don't know people's names. I have no idea what Kronk sells at all. Bum ba-dum. Bum ba-dum. Bum ba-dum. Oh. Hello. Everyone's at 200 CP, so this training gig should be absolutely fine. Let us save. It would be before we talk to the person who's going to give us the quest. Trinity. Okay. Oh, you're here. You requested we come, didn't you? Sounds like you want us to train some the testmates. It's a bit of a request, don't you think? What makes you so sure that we train a bunch of delinquents anyway?
Not only that, but I was expecting to see Wazzy's name on the request. Was this really all your idea?
I believe you've misunderstood the request. Give me a moment and I will explain the details. It's not particularly complicated. I would like to request a lesson in the art of self-defense for our members.
What?
You want to be taught self-defense? The hell, you plan on using your teachings in your brawls? Again, please do not misunderstand the request. Let us suppose the Mafia assaults us.
When you say the Mafia, are you referring to Revanche or Huey? Is this all related to the increased tensions between them? We've noticed them getting into more fights lately. I've heard they've even engaged in some gunfights. Luckily, it doesn't seem to be frequent.
Precisely. The downtown district also happens to be in the line of fire at times. There's a warehouse district nearby filled with abandoned buildings and empty plots of land that they frequently use for their skirmishes. Not pleased with the situation we've been placed in.
Thus, fueling your desire to learn self-defense. It only makes sense to be cautious, given that one of your members was so badly injured in the past.
It all makes sense then. I'm glad you catch on quickly. Wazzy is typically tasked with giving our members lessons in combat. However, his fighting style is too unique. Requires a flexible body and a strong affinity for it. Hence, why we've come to you, Lloyd Bannings. The abilities you've displayed boast defensive prowess while being simple enough to learn. May I humbly request you once again show our members your skills in a real test of combat? Naturally, I don't expect them to master it in a day. However, having first-hand experience would be good incentive to try picking it up.
I'm glad that the quest doesn't have any nefarious intentions. Agreed. I take no issues in accepting the request. What are your thoughts, Lloyd?
A lesson in self-defense? I wouldn't necessarily call what I do self-defense. Rather, they're restraint techniques taught at the police academy. Is that still fine with you? Indeed. Since this is merely for training purposes, I also have no objection toward you bringing your comrades along to battle. Now that we've heard your circumstances, we have no reason to refuse your request. Not only that, but this is a good opportunity for me to brush up on my skills. Figure you say that. May have some trouble taking them all on at once, Lloyd. Don't forget you gotta take some of the heat off you.
For sure. I'll be counting on y'all to back me up. It's settled then. Everyone assemble. The Testaments will now engage in a series of practice fights with the Triple S. Yes, sir. Quest Testament training started. The objective is a 4-on-4 battle. The Testaments will fight the special support section with all of their might. Right. Let's see those self-defense techniques you cops. Fuck. Return, we'll show you the full power of the Testaments. You don't take this seriously, you would get beaten to a pulp. Prepare yourselves.
Hey, you guys got spunk, I'll give you that.
We'll put our skills to the test to see how well we can control the tide of battle. We better not hold back, or it could hardly be called training. Let's give them everything we've got.
Right. Roger.
Very well then. Let the battle begin. Alright. Arts. Galian Tower. And you're gonna craft Crash Bomb. Are they susceptible blind? Yep, they are. Should make life easier. Should make life easier. Combo Star Blast. Attacks with Lightning Bullet and Rapid Charge. This craft menu lists combo crafts. These are powerful techniques combining two character strengths. Unleash these powerful attacks and target any enemies within range of either character involved. Alright, what does this look like? I'm curious. Well, that's fancy as fuck. There's only 100 CP as well for 2 people, so 200 CP technically. Well, that was easy. Hey, Ellie leveled up. Yay, go Ellie. Whew. I think this is enough. Is everyone okay? You got us good. You're certainly a force to be reckoned with. How come we couldn't take you down with a relentless assault like that? It's all thanks to the techniques we learned to restrain a target. They're difficult to master, but can prove very effective on small groups once you get the hang of them. The detective has to not only protect himself, but also those around him. We undergo extensive training to stay calm no matter the level of stress. You'd all do well to train how to protect yourselves too. I suppose you cops aren't all talk. Let that be a lesson learned for us. We may have been defeated this time, but I feel like I can take them on next time.
All it took was a bit of roughhousing to get them all cozy up to us.
Could have maybe gone a bit easier on them, though. Oh well, it'll be a good learning experience for them. I do not suspect there will be any problems based on their demeanor.
Bullshit.
Saber Vipers.
Where did they come from?
What's up with y'all? What kind of cops break out into a fight in the middle of downtown district?
Those blue bastards look like they got their asses handed to them. What did y'all just say? You're the last people I want to hear that from. You want a piece of us? We'll take you on right here, right now.
Yeah, cool. If there's something on, get straight first.
The hell's the meaning of this? You called us out here to fight, didn't you? You want to take us on 4 agents against 4 without our leaders getting involved. I'm used to your holier-than-thou shtick. Now you're fooling around with the damn cops? You've arrived just in time. Let us begin the duel between Triple S and the Saber Vipers. What? Wait, what? The hell do you mean by that? Use this opportunity to learn some much-needed self-defense techniques. You'll need the training to protect yourselves against the Mafia. What a better way to learn is there than to fight?
So what you're saying is, the cops out here to train us? Get a load of this guy, he's out of his damn mind. How are they gonna train us?
Must be tripping. There's nothing a bunch of useless cops can teach us. Taking a lesson from this stupid shithead squad. Ha! Nice joke.
Let them show them the Vipers can wipe the floor with some no-good pigs. Let's kick their asses. I'm gonna beat them to the ground. Hold on, this isn't what we planned. Actually, forget it. They're not gonna listen to us. You sure inviting them back to back is a good idea? You got a plan? There's not much we can do other than fight. Ellie, Ciel, you gonna be alright?
Yes, I'll manage. Seconded. We will all go out if we must.
I think we'll have to if we want to come out on top, so don't hold anything back. Take your place in special support section. Saber Vipers, let the battle commence. Like always, crash bomb. Then you're gonna do a Galleon Tower. And you and Ellie are gonna do Star Blast. Oh, Galleon Tower isn't. Oh, hold on, you gonna come closer? No, you're not. Damn it! Galleon Tower is just gonna get one person. That's fine to live. I like how the objective is to teach self-defense techniques, yet all I'm doing is attacking them. No teach involved whatsoever. Whew, made by the skin of our teeth. Shit, damn cops. You kidding me? How the hell did we lose to them? We're no better than those blue bastards. I don't believe this. You're telling me we're just as weak as those hooded freaks?
That's what you're concerned about?
They really are sworn rivals. Let me say one thing. The Testaments will never falter to the likes of those Saber victim scum. You imbeciles lack mental capacity to outwit us. You said it, they can't hope to compete with us. The hell was that? You asking for an ass kicking? Everyone calm down.
You all are far too quick to anger.
Seems you all still have plenty of enough energy to spare. Let us engage in combat one final time. Huh? Another battle? The rules are simple. Whoever is able to bring the police officers to the knees first will be deemed victorious. Are these terms agreeable for everyone? This is ridiculous. Why do you keep dragging us further into this? Is it not obvious? The only way to truly take this seriously is if you feel your life is on the line. It's the man-way method. Let's get him. Better not hold us back. It's on. I'll take him down. This isn't looking good. I don't think we can take them all on like this. We ain't going down without a fight. All right then, let the battle commence. This music. Well, this is an issue. Yup. Fuck. It's face right in front of us. Fuck duck. Encourage? No, encourage? No, yeah, let's encourage. And we're gonna put Randy right in the middle. Hopefully everyone wants to attack Randy. Oh shit, I forgot to make everyone blind. Oh, fuck. Well, I mean, Tio's big ass fucker thingy might work. Oh, you have no EP though. There we go. Oh my god, this is taking me forever. Come on now. Come on, Elie. Hurry up. Cast that shit, please. Okay. Galleon Tower on you. There we go. Craft. Crash Bomb on you. There we go. Now everyone should be blind. That's what we're looking for. And then you're going to go in here to the middle. And we just made... He's going to move everyone out of the way. There we go. That's awesome. Put them out of the way. And then we're going to use Tio. Now that's going to stop your alien tower, which is fine. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. People gone. And then Randy would not benefit from anything of doing your powerful ass attack. Spark Dine on you. Attack you. Oh shit. Lloyd can't move because he's surrounded by everybody. I didn't know that was possible. Nifty. All right, you got a rush. You got a Galilean tower on you. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There we go. Whew, boy. Oh, good amount of experience. That's nice. It's over.
You're victorious. That was intense.
I can't believe they took us all at the same time. Damn it, how'd they beat us? Do you understand now? Relying on brute force alone isn't enough to carry you through a fight. You possess a strong offense, but your defense is far too lacking. To put it in simpler terms, you're all inexperienced. What? Why this dude's selection us all of a sudden? Beats the hell out of me. Y'all are plenty strong. I wouldn't mind teaching you the basics. What do you say? Would you like to learn some of our defense tactics? I ain't getting not taught by no stinging pigs. We leaving, boys, yeah! Big dude always sounds like he's full of it. I don't get him. I gotta listen to him. They're as dim-witted as ever. I doubt they'd grasp those techniques if they tried their whole lives. Yeah, I hear ya. They completely tossed aside a valuable learning experience. Well, I'm glad you all got something out of it. That's what makes what we did here worth it.
Oh, great. Though I must admit, I'm pretty exhausted.
We'll be taking early. If you'll excuse us then, if you'd like to rest, our bar is open to you. I hope the exercise served as adequate training for you as well. Wait, what? Battle is over. Let us withdraw. Yes, sir. Abbas playing this all from the start, didn't he?
You even managed to get the Saber Vipers to play along. It certainly seems that way.
Mensch plays like a fiddle. Screw that guy.
Indeed, I'm utterly exhausted. However, the delinquents may straighten their attitude as a result of his speech.
You're right. We managed to accomplish our goal too. I think it's safe to say we've wrapped up everything we need to. Let's head out.
Ready when you are.
All right, everyone, that is it for today. What did we get done today? We learned about Ellie's past and how she became extremely tied into politics. And we've learned that the government of Crossbell by Sweetie was set up in a way that no one side can get power, which is making everything just even worse because no bills to improve Crossbell can be passed. We have seen Yin. We have heard from Sergey. It was like, just go undercover then. I'll cover your asses. We talked to people. And yeah, we actually had a pretty good time today, despite what I thought was going to happen. We had a really good time today. So next episode, we are going to continue talking to everybody in Crossbell, and then we are going to go outside of Crossbell to do some other quests. One of them is the fishing quest. And so if the person is asking for long, slender fish, then that means, and I don't have a long, slender fish, that means there's still fish to find. So I need to pay more attention to where I can fish. Further, I guess I did get a second rod, so I can do that too. So yeah, you should follow if you're on Twitch and sub if you're on YouTube, so you could follow along, I guess. I don't know. Lurkers who are lurking, thank you so very much for lurking. Watchers who are watching, thank you so very much for watching. Bots who are botting, thank you so very much for botting. Love you all, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.